Well, good Monday morning. After a not so productive last week, it's time to pick up the pace. So far I'm editing right now this video, which, I mean, whatever, editing is boring. But the other thing is I've already edited the owner operator settlements video, and I'm testing out the new microphone. So I had to set this up, took some time, was super frustrated. It's the Rode Wireless Go 2. Really good reviews, that's why I'm wearing the lav right here. But the whole point is so that when I am like walking away from the camera really far, the audio still stays good, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. However, today on the agenda, what do we have? Okay, first and foremost, we gotta get this tire fixed. The driver had a blowout. He dropped it off over the weekend. Right here, take a look. So had a blowout. I actually bought last week 2 new wheels and tires. They're like $380 a piece, which I did not realize that. So this is a junk tire that we still have to throw away. So we just need to go buy a new tire, mount it on here, and then we'll have 2 as backup, so that's good. The other thing is I ended up switching, if you recall, probably a couple weeks ago, I got rid of the 19.5s and I switched back to the 17.5s on this, on one of my torsion axle trailers. So I do have 5 19.5 trailer wheels and tires. If you want them, I mean, I don't know, just go to the website. On the FAQ, you can send a message, I guess. I don't need them, so I'm willing to let them go like cheap, you know? And if you could put them on your trailer, keep in mind the issue with these wheels and tires is, first of all, they do last a long time and they're really good, but the problem is clearance. You will have very little clearance. And so on that trailer, it didn't work out for me that well. So if you have a single wheel trailer and you like have a lot of room, like maybe running this tire might be more beneficial. I don't know. But hit me up if you want the 19.5s. Like this is, like, look at this tire. This is beefy, you know what I mean? Like, look at that room. Can you see that? Like, yeah, like my whole nail fits in there almost. So this is a new tire. This is a new tire. Look at this tire. Look at how much there's, you see that? Tons of room. And then that one is not so great. That could be your spare probably, but those two are, I think those two are pretty good as well. So really 2 extremely solid, almost brand new tires, 2 good tires, and 1 probably good enough to be a spare. Oh, and a whole box of lug nuts. Don't forget that, and a 24 millimeter so you can put all the lug nuts on. So anyways, that's for sale if you want. But I'm hungry, so let's go get some breakfast. Can I get a number 7? Thank you so much. Now, really quick update on the land since we were just at Wendy's across the street getting that breakfast. Everything is going okay. The process I didn't realize is kind of slow, really slow. So we got the site plan, a really good site plan. There's gonna be enough for 12 parking spots. The parking spots are gonna be 65 feet long, so a hot shot can fit in there really easy. Probably even, maybe you could probably do a semi-truck trailer that's like 53 feet long. So really it is a good piece of property. Like I said, right across the street from the Pilot truck stop over here in Weatherford. So everything is going good. It's just the loan takes, apparently I didn't realize it, but they have to pay off the land loan and get a new loan with a construction loan, something. Anyways, all this boring paperwork stuff. But regardless, everything is going really, really good. And then as for the trucks and trailers we got in the yard, this is the driver, Jeff. And he asked me, Alex, hey, well, I'm a driver now. How do I become an owner operator? And I'm like, hey, here's the 3 things you would need. And sure enough, he's like, well, let me just get that enterprise off of you. And so he's going to take this truck and trailer as an owner operator now instead of as a driver. So that's going to give him a boost in pay. And then that other trailer, which is where we're testing out with the trailer and maintenance included in the lease on percentage, that's going to be starting, I believe, this week. He should be coming to here to grab it. But that's the only 2 trailers and the only truck we have here in the yard. So pretty empty, which is good. That means everybody's on the road making some money, which is nice. But right now we got to go back. Yeah, let's go inside. We got to get to work. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Alex. I have a problem.
What's wrong?
My whole tire and axle just snapped off. Like I was flying down the road, my whole tire just popped off.
The whole tire just popped off. Oh man. Hold on, do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I'm calling FaceTime right now.
Okay, let's FaceTime. Let's see what's wrong. Well, that's not good. Looks like the owner operator is having some issues, and I'm kicking myself right now because I had on the, remember, whatever, 3 weeks ago, I cut off my trailer axles from that dovetail that I had, and I welded on, I didn't do it, but remember I had the company weld on those trailer axles, and I should have kept those brakes and axles because those were the 8,000 pound hybrid brakes that I had, that was them. And so literally this, darn it. I'm gonna call that company, see if they're open today, because I totally forgot today's Labor Day. I don't even know if anybody's open. So I'm gonna try to call them and see if we can find if they have those axles and brakes just by a stroke of luck. Because if they did, that would be super great. Because remember, I remember I was trying to source those brakes and axles to do a service, and they nobody had them. So this is gonna be this might be difficult. Are you open today?
No, sir, we're not.
Oh, you're closed? Okay. Darn. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, man, so I got a question, man. So I just got pulled over, right? Is that legal? You just pulled over just...
Yeah, that is legal, unfortunately. Officers actually don't need a reason at all to pull you over. They can pull you because you're a commercial vehicle. You're technically property of the state, so they can pull you over anytime for no reason. So if you call a tow truck, dude, the only thing they're gonna do is just chain up your axle. I've called numerous tow trucks before, and that's all they do. So I would say a better thing is if you don't have the chain binders like you texted, then I'd recommend maybe at least just go to the truck stop, buy a chain binder, and chain it up yourself. Because a tow truck, it will literally do the same thing, and you'll be out $600.
Like, what's the plan after that?
Well, since everything is closed today, it's Labor Day. Not the best day to break down. Go get a chain binder so you can get off the side of the road, and then from there we'll start making calls to probably tomorrow because there's really not much we can do today. I do have an active job post on the website. I am leasing on owner-operators still, and the thing is, somebody did apply and they said they had a truck and trailer and they're ready to go, so let's just reach out to them and see what the dealio is.
Hello?
Hey, Pablo?
Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing?
Oh, good, man. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Hey, so it looks like you applied on towpiglet.com on jobs, and you said you already have a truck and trailer?
This week, yeah.
Okay. What kind of truck? Cool. Looks like we should have another owner operator starting in the next week or two, and that's going to be really good. Right now, if we took on 5 more trucks, we wouldn't even notice it. And the reason I say that is because there's enough dispatchers and people in place, or the processes have become more refined that getting more output or getting more people, we wouldn't notice that difference. All right, well, good Tuesday morning. Yesterday, a package came in and it was this. And you might be going, Alex, that looks just like a normal bolt. What's so special about this? So this bolt has the same thread pitch or thread pattern, I guess. I think it's thread pitch as the lug nuts or as the studs in the hubs. And that means I'll be able to use the same size lug nut, right? Yes, the same size lug nut as the tires, so when a driver, if a driver ever has a blowout, he doesn't have to have 2 size sockets, which, by the way, that's a thing a big techs could improve. Why are you guys giving me 2 different sizes, one for the spare and one for the actual tires that are on the trailer? Doesn't make any sense, but these came in yesterday, so let's go install them. Oh yeah, like a glove. By the way, if you're wondering what am I using for the lights, check it out. It's just 2 DeWalt LED lights with the batteries. It's pretty cool. And I put white paper on the front of it so it's not so harsh. All right, moving on to the next trailer. See what kind of, here's the bolt. Look at the difference between these two, right? So this is probably 7,000 pound or 5,000 pound studs normally. And look at this, much thicker. So got to get these out of here and then put these, we got to drill out the hole a little bit and then put these in. So you got a 2012 Dodge Ram, and that means it probably has a 68 RFE. How many miles on your truck?
It has 250
250,000. Have you been keeping up on the maintenance? Because that's right when it starts to have some issues.
With the transmission?
Oh, with the transmission and in general, usually 300,000 miles is like your turbo actuator, usually injectors on those Dodges. And the trailer, is it a CDL trailer or a non-CDL trailer?
It's a non-CDL.
Let's go get this tire fixed because look, I loaded it up right here. Oh yeah, into the minivan, and then we'll just get ourselves some breakfast too because now I'm hungry. Hey, can I get a sausage McMuffin with an egg? Need a 215, 75, 17.5 trailer tire.
This Don?
Hey Don, do you only work on like semi-trucks?
Now we work on about everything, buddy.
I got a 2021 Ram 3500 with the Cummins diesel, and on the dash it says speed limited to 5 miles an hour in like 100 miles. Exhaust service required, see dealer.
Oh, a 21 model, huh?
Yeah, and I don't know, like I like this isn't my only truck, and it's actually an enterprise rental, and it seems like they just don't get hot enough to do a regen. And I've had already numerous trucks just like this where I take it to the dealer, it sits there for 2 weeks, they force a regen, and then it's fixed.
I mean, we could force a regen on it more than likely, if that's what you want to do. I mean, that's about all we can do on it.
And what's like? How soon could you take a look? Because I believe he's at the Love's Truckstop right now.
At the Love's?
Yeah.
I could have Garrett do it like as soon as he gets there.
All right, drop your trailer then. I'll send you an address. Go there, and they'll be able to take a look at your truck, and they're gonna test your def to see if there's anything in your def, and then they're gonna force a regen, which takes a couple of minutes to see if it's just maybe something's clogged up, and that's all it needs. Hey, Shauna, it's Alex. A couple weeks ago, you guys did a trailer or an axle swap on my trailer. You cut off the old leaf spring axles and then welded on new torsion axles. And
Okay.
I said it's totally fine. You guys can keep the axles and throw them away, get rid of them because I didn't need them. However, I have an owner operator that just broke down and messed up his axle, and he has the exact same trailer that I had with those axles. And so I was wondering, is there any way that you guys would have kept those axles around this long?
No, we didn't keep that one.
No? Okay. All right, no worries. Just decided to give it a shot in the dark. No worries. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, buddy?
Good. Hey, so can you give me what these codes mean?
Well, I think it's a knock sensor. I don't think it's anything to do with the death.
Uh-huh.
I think it's something that the dealership's going to have to do, just because I don't want to avoid any warranties or anything like that.
Right, and yeah, and it's an enterprise rental too, so it's like they only want dealers to work on it. The problem is I call the dealership and they're like, yeah, we can get him in next week. Well, next week doesn't cut it when he has to deliver in Georgia tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate the prompt service. Okay, and is that in stock available?
No. These are special ordered, so they have to be ordered from Dexter and let me know about 10 to 12 weeks once we get them on order for you.
Well, so I called TexTrail, which TexTrail is owned by Big Tex and whatnot, and I called TexTrail and I gave them the VIN number, and they told me they looked up the VIN number and the axles that they installed is a 79-inch hub face with a 64-inch spring centers. Right, she literally looked that up based on his VIN number, right? All right, well, that's the end of the day for today. Going home, I'm gonna fire up the car because it's hot, let it cool down a little bit. It's a short day because Diana needs the car, and this not having a truck is bothering me. I'm looking for a Chevy. Hey, if you got a Chevy for sale, 2021, or no, I would want a 2022. Let's give a Chevy dually with the Power Stroke. No, Chevy has Duramax. With the Duramax, if you got one for sale, hit me up. I'm looking to get one. Really test out the top three, you know what I mean? So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you tomorrow morning. So the owner operator Jamar, he's in California in Anaheim picking up the axles from Instant Axles. Honestly, I've broken down before many times in my trailers, and if I'm anywhere near that Southern California region, always go to Instant Axles. They're just, they really make them that fast, and they're that dang good. Sometimes they're hard to get a hold of, but they really can. They're one of the only places that actually has the tube in stock, or they make it themselves and bend it for you, whereas all the other places go order a tube from Dexter or some other manufacturer. So really, this is why in a situation like this where the owner operator broke down, it's important to use Instant Axles, because everybody else we were calling yesterday, they were busy for the next, oh gosh, excuse me, darn it. They were busy for the next, or they were on back order for the next 3 weeks. So nothing would come in for 3 weeks. All right, well, good Friday morning, and a couple of quick updates. So yesterday I took off. Well, I didn't take off necessarily, but yesterday I was working. I met with an owner operator. We went and grabbed some lunch and just talked over some of the business plans, and I helped him, just answered some of his questions, stuff like that. And he is actually one of the owner operators that had a Chevy, and he let me drive his Chevy. So I test drove a Chevy yesterday, and all I did was just talk nothing but bad about it. So that was yesterday. So really didn't get it. I should have actually recorded, but with owner operators, I should have asked permission if I could record. Then that would have been interesting. Darn it. But so anyways, I was in the office, met up with him, but didn't really record much. So today we're here, and I've already done one thing only. I am currently working on the edit for the gross revenue. You can see right here, owner operators and drivers. This is how much the gross revenue was for the two types. But I'm working on the edit right now because I just finished recording it. Just a quick little video. I do have a playlist of owner operator, or I do have a playlist of gross revenue monthly breakdown, something like that. We were shooting for $1 million this year, but we're gonna go right past it. But so I'm gonna work on that edit, and a couple updates. The owner operator Jamar, he's the one that had the broken axle. He has the new axle. The new axle was installed. He's just doing a couple final tweaks, and he should be delivering today. And so here in a couple hours, we're gonna be looking for a load for him, making sure that there's a load is available for late pickup, because he's gonna be unloading in the afternoon. So we're gonna be working on that with the dispatchers. Other than that, it seems like all the other trucks are covered. The owner operator Jamar, he's having a week. He lost another axle. So the axle that we fixed, he's good. He started driving, and he lost another axle. So that's not good. And then more bad news on top of that is the owner operator that was coming here today. What was his name? Byron, he was gonna be here at like 5:30 or something like that, and he ran into some traffic. Some vehicle caught on fire or something, so they shut down the road that he was on, and then he tried a detour, go around, ended up getting a blowout or getting a flat tire, and so now he won't make it here today, so he'll be here tomorrow. So it's just like, one thing is just like, it's a rough week for a couple of guys. It's been an absolutely rough, brutal week. But you just gotta, push through, keep working hard, and things will pick up.